necessary.
Yeah. Well, Mike, did you do it?
I did.
Oh, you're on
nice.
top of things. We can count on you.
Oh,
Was it hard?
I thought so, but I think just starting from scratch, that's what's hard for me.
Mm.
No template. If there's a template, I think it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, I started it too, and I got stuck in the middle. And like we discussed yesterday or the other meeting, it's just about working on it and messing with the formulas, you know, and I just need more time to do that. So.
Yeah. Is it?
These meetings stress me out because I try to hurry and get it done or start it. And then I'm just frazzled when I can't figure it out or finish it. I'm like, ow.
Yeah.
It's a recording. It's like a private meeting. And like, it's talking about a project. I mean, I can't really.
So, does anybody have any questions? Or did we just kind of meet today just to discuss that we don't like these meetings? That's what I'm going to do, honestly, because I didn't even do the assignment. I don't have access to the project yet. So,
I noticed there's 2 pie graphs. I always struggle with getting the right information for the graph. Like, how do I select them and stuff like that? Of course. Like, I just don't. I have to start it.
In the pie graph, step 2 tells you what to put in there.
Yeah.
I took hours again on this project.
It always takes longer than I think it will, even though I set apart like a big chunk of time.
Yeah.
I think the mini projects should be our exams because we spend so much time on these projects without a template or like, you know, without even knowing what to do.
I know. And then we have to like trial and error like 1,000 times. It takes like 6 hours. Like if I wouldn't be complaining too much if it was like my only class, but
or even if we didn't have 2 a week, if we just did 1.
If we just did 1, I would be sufficient.
1 would be good.
I would be able to handle 1.
Okay, well,
man, Melina is she joined us?
Melina?
Yeah.
You there?
Looks like she doesn't have a camera or something.
Yeah.
Can you hear us? Let's see if she can hear us. Hello.
Can we maybe chat her?
Oh yeah, that would work.
Let me see if she said anything.
Melina, can you hear us?
So, Mike, what was the hardest part for you on this one? Was it more if statements?
Not really, actually.
Well, I actually have a question, Mike. I don't know if you can answer it, but I got to the part, I filled out all the information and like the data that we needed. Then I copied the graphs like it said in the video, or not the graphs, sorry, the table of information. And then I created my summary sheet, but on the summary sheet, when we're supposed to get like the total from the data sheet, do we use an H lookup statement or do we just like use like a sum function? That was the part I was confused at because I was like, I can do a sum easy, but am I supposed to use the H lookup formula?
I did the V lookup on a data sheet.
Oh, duh, that makes more sense.
But on the summary sheet, I summed it up from the data sheet.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but
right, if they could just like tell you, you could figure it out. But I was just like, I tried so many things and I was like, it's probably totally wrong. So I'm just gonna try again.
Because to get the answers on the data sheet, you had to use the VLOOKUP.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the summary sheet, you could just sum up that column because you already did it.
I don't know. I guess I'll just have to mess with it some more today.
Because if you change the inputs on or the answers for the data sheet, it'll change on the summary sheet as well.
Yeah.
So that's how I did it. I don't know if that's correct. Did you guys get good grades on your last project and exam?
I didn't see that she graded it yet.
I've only gotten
haven't
one
gotten
grade
it.
for mine,
Let me see if I.
and it wasn't the greatest.
Wait, for all your mini projects?
Yeah, well, I only got one. It was for mini project 3.
Oh,
That's it?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Really?
it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she hasn't graded 1 for me or 2. So yeah, but
That sucks.
well, yeah, I looked online and I was like, well, I must have really not followed the instructions because I got a C, and I was like, okay, well, and I looked back and I thought I did a pretty good job, like at least minimum of like a B, you know, but and she didn't really give me a written example of like what was wrong with it, so I don't know what the heck she wanted exactly, but.
Did you put the link to our meeting?
No, that was the only thing, but I can't imagine being docked 20% or 30% for doing a link when the rest of the group does.
I don't think mini project 3 needed the group meeting.
Yeah.
But for the last one,
4 and 5 needed it.
I got docked off 3 points. It's like 15% because I didn't add the link, and I just like I emailed her and I was like, hey, I've been trying to get like in contact and stuff, but it just the times haven't worked out. And anyway, she's like, okay, this one time, and then she put the points back on. But I think you lose 15% if you don't add the link.
Wow.
Yeah, online it says -3 for missing the link. So
Oh, yeah.
would
So I
have put
think
me
that's how much.
yeah, I'm a 20.
So
Okay, so what are VLOOKUPs?
What are VLOOKUPs?
Yeah.
So you know what the H lookups are, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So you said you didn't even have time to do the assignment. Oh, so it's actually pretty simple, or I thought it was decently simple in the video. The H lookup is just where you can look up something in a table of data, and you look it up on a horizontal line. If ever you want to look up something that's on a vertical line, then you do the V lookup. And he said in the video, normally you hardly ever do VLOOKUPs because most of the time data tables are set up where you look it up horizontally. And so it's, at least from the video, it's pretty simple to do. It's just kind of applying it to the different parts of the mini project. Because I think I did the first part correctly, but then it kind of gets a little more complicated, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm the one who's making it harder on myself. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what, like, the last project, I was trying all these things, like applying different concepts and not using the if statements. And that's what really threw me off, is because I was trying to use old concepts and that did not work. And so I think really just relying on the concepts that they teach in that specific video, I think that's the key to these things. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Hey, you guys want to see my my project?
Yes.
See what we're up against.
No, wait. Don't say that. Let's see.
Have we recorded yet? Oh, have we started recording?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
live.
I'm still trying to figure out how to post the discussion link. Like, where do we find that discussion link at?
The recording for the video?
Yeah.
So I'll email it to everybody. And then when you turn it in, you know, like how you upload your project and then there's that comments box. You just copy and paste the link that I send out into that box before you submit.
Oh, okay. Shoot. I didn't do that last time.
I know, I missed so many, and so I just emailed her and I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, I forgot, and she just opened it back up so I could do it.
Okay.
That looks really good, Mike.
Mm-hmm. Does that information all come in the assignment, or do you have to look it up?
This from the assignment.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that's the three tables. And that's my 2 graphs or pie charts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's good or not, but
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's like what I did. So that makes me feel a lot better.
well, that makes me feel good too.
It looks nice, Mike. Good job.
I think this part is, I think the data side is a little harder than this. Once you get the data, I think this is easy. If we had a template, it would be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? She sent me like a template thing, and I, like I was saying in the last meeting, I was like, what the heck is this? So I don't even know if like a template would help, honestly. I think it's just, this class is just going to take a lot of time and deep thought and lots of prayer.
Yeah, so
I agree.
Susanna, so I was getting help a little bit from Susanna, everyone, and I finally emailed Sister Cochran, and she was just like, I told her pretty much what happened in my last mini project, and she pretty much sent me the exact same thing that she sent you, and it was just like a bunch of like crazy long formulas in the box, and I was like, and she was like, I hope this helps. I was like, how the heck does this help? Like,
I know. I was like, what the heck?
I was like, I don't know how to like get from this, and it said like rubric stuff like that. Like I didn't know, and so I got totally lost because she told me that I still wasn't able to turn in an assignment until all 4 of them were correct and stuff like that. So, but another day.
But I have to say, in the midst of all this chaos and confusion, I'm really liking what we're learning. Like,
Yeah.
I feel so cool. Like, yeah, don't you guys agree? Like, if statements, who knew? This is awesome. So, and then these lookups, I'm excited to learn what they are. That'll be good.
Yeah, there are a lot. I feel like this project will probably go a little easier than the last one. Only suggestion I would make is, okay, so in the practice and the assignment video, you know how they actually make you do a VLOOKUP on the other page, make a new page, and then, you know, do each producer, how much the price is and what it is? Is everyone with me? When I did the actual VLOOKUP for like, I think it was the vendors for column 2 or whatever, I had a space after 2, and so it wasn't calculating the thing, and I did that, and I sat there for like 45 minutes. What the heck I did, like, it just kept coming up, NA. This is so dumb. But
now,
yeah.
something comforting from this class is that I have a girl in another class that she said she took this class last fall, and she said she has used the information so much in like her other classes and in everyday life and just organizing things on an Excel spreadsheet. So that comforted me, because in lots of my classes, I'm like, when am I ever going to use this?
Mm-hmm.
So this one, I'm like, okay, I can actually use it if I understand it.
Well, Brother Page, he's a professor here at BYU, and he teaches a lot of the business classes. He's the one in our videos, the 5-minute videos for each mini project. And he's even told us multiple times where the VLOOKUP, a lot of companies, bigger corporations and stuff, for interviews, they will actually make you look up or show you, or they'll make you show them how to look up a VLOOKUP during the interview.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Oh,
because
wow.
it is really important, and as well as my buddy, he even told me that because he works for Walmart and he uses it all the time.
There we go. Even Walmart uses them, guys.
Yeah. Well, he works for a corporation, I should say. Not,
Oh.
not like a store manager.
He's not a greeter.
No, he's not a greeter.
A greeter using Excel. I mean, not they. I'm sure they can. Okay, that came out wrong. Never mind.
They all have the potential to be superstars. That's what you were trying to say, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I totally agree. You guys, like Susie and Patrick. In my finance class, my emphasis is finance, and I was just using this stuff the other day, and I was like, this is exactly what I needed to know right now. And so I'm able to apply these concepts, and so that's a really cool thing. And so I think I don't know, it's a hard class, but it's so good. And you know, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. So we got this. We can do it.
Yeah, I actually, even though this is a challenging class, it's one of the classes I enjoy the most, honestly.
Yeah, for real. Okay, well, does anybody have any other questions?
Not at this point.
I mean, I've just barely got started. I just got done with the assignment yesterday night. Other than that, like I said, it's just going to be like last project. At least we have another day to finish it, you know.
Oh, I am so grateful. Oh, like, can you imagine if it was due today? I would be like pulling my hair out. So.
I would hate it. I would hate life.
So, what's like do we want to have them done by the time we come to this group meeting? Is that?
That's the goal, or at least or at least started. I just finished the assignment. Like, I haven't even started it. So I wish I could have come to this having questions or having solves and stuff so I can share, but it just didn't happen. I mean, I'll probably be done next week before we start our group chat. But.
Yeah, I've always been trying to plan because now I get it. Like these I'm going to be trying to be done like Mike before the actual meetings. Just this week, I've had to do with like 4 different tests for my classes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so
It's the same
studying
way.
for those and like trying to fit this in is torture. And so it's been pretty hard. But anyways, no, I'm going to be better prepared. But I would just say that. And I guess if anyone needs help, just text the group. And if one of us is already done or already knows how to get it or knows how to do it, I don't know, maybe we can just meet up again.
Yeah, like Patrick said, yesterday he and I just did another Google Hangout, and I think it helped. But yes. I think it helps.
Yes, it did.
Well, it helped me to like go over the concepts again and like teach them. So, if I have questions, I'll just can I text you guys and be like, help. That'd be great if I could.
Yeah, go. Yeah, I'd say do it.
Okay, cool.
So.
All right.
Anything else, or should we just hit it?
I also recommend, when I've gotten stuck a couple times, I've just used Excel help or looked up stuff on the internet. And usually, like, it just helps me process things better. I don't know. So if you guys ever get really stuck and you can't meet with someone or whatever, I would recommend that.
It's a great suggestion. It's really good. Yeah, I found that helpful too.
But other than that, I am all set to go, guys.
Okay. All right. Should we go conquer this thing? Let's do it.
Woo!
Yeah.
At least one of us is positive. All right.
All right. We'll see you guys next week then.
See ya.
Okay.
Good luck, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.